I'll kind of, before I start a match, I'll check and see what other players are using. Now all the players are using paddles that get a lot of spin, but before, last couple of years, not everybody was using a pretty spinny paddle. There were some players who were using paddles that didn't spin as much. So I know if somebody attacks the ball from below the level of the net with like a non-gritty paddle, I know it's always going out.
It's part of the assessment you're doing.
Correct.
Like, oh, like if they have like a weakness on backhand dink or something, or like a special instance like this where like the floor, it's just like another like, variable that
letting
that
drives go past you, letting them go out. It used to be the old saying like chest high, let it fly. Not the case anymore. An extreme example.
It can clip the back of the the line back there.
An extreme example I have is a couple of years ago at PPA, I was playing against a player using a carbon paddle, which was way out of spec. It was super illegal. A month later, they got caught. The whole carbon, whatever. Their balls, he was swinging all out, going over my head, landing a foot or two in. I said, something's not right.
These physics are not playing out.
But actually, like you fast forward, like this is a little over a year and a half ago. Now all the paddles get a good level of spin, whereas so now like just chest high let it fly doesn't apply anymore, right? You have to really watch their swing, how they're gripping the ball. There's more factors you have to pay attention to now.
And before you run out, and then by the time you run all those calculations, the ball's like at you.
You gotta
because the game's quick too.
Quick.
So
Definitely. Generally before, like if ball was going 50 miles an hour or above, it's always going out. Right? Not the case anymore.
So Jeez. What changes do you think are so like pickleball's like super new? So in the lifetime of pickleball, from like where it's come to now, like crazy leaps in paddle technology, what do you think is going to be like the next big jump in pickleball? Because eventually, like paddle technology, I think it's kind of like it'll eventually reach its plateau. Either like the tournament officials are going to be like, hey, okay, we're drawing the line here.
Are you talking more so on the amateur or the pro side?
Pro side.
Pro side. Eventually I think we're going to have a little bit more of a level playing field. Right now there are paddles that, delaminate or super gritty. Like once that all gets evened out and squared away, I think the game is going to become just super athletic. And if you look at me, I'm not, I don't look the most athletic. I do better than you would think.
You can move around, dude.
But the level of athletes that are coming into the sport right now is
like from tennis.
It's just at another level. Like it's like I'm seeing players are like animals, like, and they're used to playing on the tennis court 5 hours a day, and like they come over here. This is better for their bodies, and now that there's money involved, we're gonna get really a lot of high level athletes coming in. I don't think it's just gonna be from tennis. I think it's gonna be from other sports too.
Like what? Baseball? I've heard some people in
baseball players are super coordinated, but the strokes to hitting every ball are a little unique. I think we'll see more table tennis players come in. And I think we'll see more badminton players come in too. So there's this one guy, Henry Winardo. I don't know if you've heard of him before.
I've not, no.
He dabbled in pro pickleball a few years ago before there were gritty paddles.
What year? Like 19 before COVID?
Pre-COVID, yeah. He could hold the ball. He could look like he's going to dink it at the last minute, just flick his wrist.
Like a super quick windshield.
And then it would just pound the person in front of him, straight in the chest. They had no idea what was going on.
You played against him?
I never got the chance to play against him, but I've watched him play, and I've had friends who played against him.
And you're like, I don't want any of that.
This is nuts. Sorry, can I call a timeout and go pee?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Take this off.
Yeah, go for it. Pee break.